Huge fat purple ass. Hey, what's up guys? It's me again. And today we got an old one to crack open. This is going to be a throwback action figure review of the Spawn movie Violator clown figure. And this figure is almost 25 years old. And just by looking at it through the packaging, man, McFarlane was ahead of his time back then. Look at the sculpt work on this thing. I mean, I haven't seen many figures from 25 years ago that look this good. I don't care how it articulates. I mean, if it stands, that's good enough for me, and just that sculpt work on it's amazing. It also comes with some really cool stuff, but we'll get into that in a minute. And I would like to shout out Daredevil19 for the idea on picking up these figures for a companion for that new McFarlane Spawn figure. He actually picked up the large Violator. Yeah, he got that one. Kind of gave me the idea to go in and look for this one. I think he's also picking this one up. But yeah, there's the other figures in this line. McFarlane was doing some really cool stuff back then. And there's the actual date, 1996. So yeah, 24 years ago now. I know the Spawn movie wasn't critically acclaimed or anything, but back then, there wasn't a million superhero movies to choose from, so, I mean, I dug it back then. I haven't watched it in a long time. Don't know how well it holds up with all the new superhero stuff out there, but back then, I really dug it. But yeah, that's the packaging. I mean, not much going on, just some other figures from the line. Front, no sides or anything. It's in a clamshell. So I'm going to take a second now, crack open this 25-year-old figure so we can have a closer look at it. 25 years it's been in this clamshell, and yep, take that, inbox collectors. Alright, John Leguizamo is out of packaging now, and this figure to the top of its head stands about 5 1/4 inches tall, and he was a big fat short clown, so he'll fit in with your 6-inch figures just fine. And for his accessories, you get this beastly head here, and this is for when he was turning from the clown into the big beast Violator. And the way they did these accessories, you don't actually have to pop off their head or anything, you just put it down over the head. But again, McFarlane had just an excellent sculpt work back then. Good black wash on it, nice paint work. This jaw actually articulates as well. It looks kind of weird closed though. That is some underbite. So I think it looks better open. But really cool Violator head sculpt. And you get these hands, and just like the head, these actually snap over his existing hands. You don't have to pop them off and pop these on. Really nicely done. I mean, this could compete with anything releasing today, and this is 24 years ago. So that is all he comes with. Now we'll compare him to the only figure I have really to compare him with, which is the reason I bought him. The new McFarlane Spawn figure. They scale really well together. They look great together. So glad I got him, actually. They're going to have a swell life together on my shelf. Okay, so that's all for accessories and comparisons. Now we'll have a closer look at the detail on this guy. And again, this is really where McFarlane shines. Great detail. I love John Leguizamo in this role. I imagine it sucked to get in all this makeup and stuff, but he did a really good job at it. And one thing about this figure is it's really light. It's like hollow. You know, most figures you get now are pretty solid. This one, it's really light. It feels like there is nothing in there. But you wouldn't be able to tell it from looking at it. I mean, it looks like it's a solid sculpt. Again, really good black wash on the figure. Brings out those wrinkles and sculpt work on the face really well. Paint's done really well on the clown faces too. One thing that worries me is this real hair they put on there. I'm afraid that'll actually like fall out, especially when you put this on there. Which, speaking of that, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so there it is with the Violator head on, which you can still see the clown head underneath. That's kind of weird. And they probably should have made it to where you popped one head off and put the other on. But from the front, you can't tell. I mean, well, let's try these hands. Alright, so there he is with the hands and the head on. They all just snap over existing parts. And again, the hands you can obviously see under that, but you know, if you pose it up the right way, just like that angle right there, you can't really tell that the hands and head are under there. Not sure I'll pose it with these on, but I do like having the option. You know, his hair's kind of crazy, so I don't guess the head really affected the hair at all. If it did, I can't tell. Here's the back of the figure, not much going on. There is his huge, fat, purple ass, big old chonky legs. I bought this off a seller on eBay for around $25, $30. I'm not sure where they kept it, but there seems to be some like mildew on it here and there. I guess when you keep something in a package for almost 25 years, that may happen. But on articulation on this Violator figure, his head is not on a ball joint or anything, so it will basically just turn left and right. Shoulders will rotate. That's all you get out of them. There's a rotation at the elbow, no bend or anything. And there is nothing at the wrist. At the waist here, you can turn it. Not sure why you would even need or want to do that. Legs will turn out like that and that. Again, why would you even need to do that? They may as well have just made this a statue. Why include articulation at all if it's that pointless? I guess just to say that it's articulated as a selling point? Sure, why not? But as I said in the beginning of the video, I don't really care how well the articulation is. I just need him basically to stand, so he can stand there with that Spawn figure. But now I'm going to set him and Spawn up together, and we will wrap this review up.
Round one, fight!
Alright, so there is Violator posed up with the new Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn. If I didn't know any better, I would think these were released around the same time. If it wasn't for the great articulation on this updated Spawn. Other than that, the sculpt is on point on both of them. Hard to believe there's almost a 25-year separation in their releases. Again, thanks to Daredevil 19 for the idea for this figure. Really wouldn't have thought of it if it wasn't for him getting the larger Violator figure. I think he actually said he's going to pick this one up as well. But that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this throwback review. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. I'm gonna eat you.